My name is Joe Mahon. I am a prosthetist and the co-founder and chief clinical officer for Click Medical.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Capra. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Click Medical.
Click Medical is a orthotic and prosthetic manufacturing company.
Adjustability obviously is important for the patient to make this device fit their body or to function in the way that they need if they have differing levels of activity. That's a great outcome of adjustability, but there's a lot more adjustment that actually happens. Because they have the opportunity to be mobile more effectively, they can adjust their lives. They can adjust how often they go out and about. They can adjust their health. These same kind of outcomes also apply to the practitioners who buy our products and integrate them into the patient's devices. So adjustability brings a tool to the practitioner that allows them to empower their patients to make those changes rather than having to do them all themselves.
Adjustability to me means having the ability to change something or adapt to a need. I think it means independence from their caregiver, independence to do what they want to do on their own time. And I think adjustability really empowers our users to make the little slight changes and modifications they need for their fit or for their function when it's needed. The inspiration for adjustability came to me one day about 10 years ago. I needed a break. And so I skipped work with my wife and we decided to go skiing instead. And about halfway through the day, I got a phone call and I was on the chairlift and it was a patient of mine. I wondered if you could meet me at the office and tighten up my prosthetic. And I'm thinking to myself, gosh, if this patient could only adjust the socket herself, then I could keep skiing. And my wife's a snowboarder. And she had this little dial on her snowboarding boot and she's, on the ground tightening up her snowboarding boot. And I'm sitting there just kind of stewing over this, if she could only adjust her own prosthetic, I could ski more. And as I'm thinking about this, I'm watching her turn this dial and she said, this dial's great. I can get it really tight if I want to. And, it's really fast. At that moment, I kind of had the aha moment and I thought to myself, man, what if I could use that little dial to make my patient's prosthetic adjust somehow? And I get home and I'm all excited about this great idea that I have. And I said, honey, I have this great idea. It's going to be a little bit, sounds a little crazy, but I want to cut up your brand new snowboarding boots. So I chopped up her snowboarding boot. I extracted the wires and the guides and the reel and everything out of it. And I went back the next day down to the lab, slapped it onto a prosthetic and made the prosthetic adjust with this dial. And that's how it all began.
I happened to be working at the company that made those reels. And he called me up and said, hey, I have an idea. I want to make these prosthetic sockets adjustable. I said, boy, that's a great idea. And I helped him get started on sort of the pathway of inventing, the pathway of developing the product, and even securing various patents. And then at some point we said, you know what, this is a good enough idea. We ought to build a company that focuses on this exactly. And from there, we started Click Medical, so that practitioners worldwide would be able to help build devices that they put onto patients, and that allows those patients to adjust their devices for the right fit, for the right size, for the right function, each and every day, right when they need it, not when their practitioner can come down from whatever they're doing and help them out. And that's really the story of how we got started. What we found over time is that once people really grew to love the idea and the concept of adjustability, they wanted some other things that would really help them do it better. They wanted the reels to be lower in profile so they wouldn't stick out so much from the side of a socket. They wanted the reels to last longer, being able to tighten a reel to create tension, but also to back it off when they don't need that level of tension. That was something that wasn't possible. And now we've been able to invent that part where they really can adjust forwards and backwards. Now our new product launch is bringing a whole new level of adjustability, a whole new level of usability, a whole new level of clinical optimization so that this concept can be even better than it is today. And that's what we've done by completely reinventing the technology, the base technologies that we offer in our brand new Click Reel. Something like 2% of the sockets that are built in the world use our technology. Just 2%. So the next 2 to 5 years, can we get that to 25%? Could we impact the number of people by 10 times of what we're doing now? And I think the answer to that is clearly yes.
I would love to see that grow over the next 2 to 5 years and really become the standard of care. I really think that everyone can benefit from adjustability in one way or another.